So I have a student asking a very good question about when would it ever be appropriate to postpone the USMLE, okay? I say it's a very good question because sometimes students will have this concern, and I have not made a clip on this before. So when would it be appropriate for you to postpone your USMLE? And I should preface by saying that the overwhelming majority of the time, 9 out of 10 times, it's a bad fucking idea to postpone. I am very conservative when it comes to a student ever postponing. Not because I romanticize that a student should just sit the exam and that's it. It's because most students tend to not use their time exceedingly well when they do postpone, or they think that an extra week or 2 weeks is going to make all the difference, and it won't. So how do I stay concise here and just give you an answer as far as when is it appropriate to postpone? The only time I will ever really agree with it or recommend it is when a student is just straight up not passing. Okay, you're not in a position to pass. If, let's say, you need that 194 to pass and you're a week out from your exam and you're getting 170s, 180s, even if you're borderline, your last two NBMEs were 190, 194, I would still have you postpone because it reaches a point where we say, which pathway is worse? Okay, we know you want to sit. Okay, we know you want this exam over with. You've got deadlines, but it's always worse to fail the real fucking USMLE. You don't want that. Anything is better. Delaying a year, okay, if that's what it requires. We do not want you failing the real USMLE. Do not allow that to happen on your transcript if at all possible. So the situation in which I'll be most inclined to agree to a student postponing is if he or she is just not going to pass, okay, and I just say, no, it's not going to happen. And it will essentially, if the student wants to sit anyway, it'll be the equivalent of, okay, it's a discharge against medical advice. You obviously are in control of what you want to do, but I strongly recommend you don't sit and we postpone. I should mention, I am extremely conservative with regard to students postponing to get higher scores when they're already scoring pretty well. Let's say you're scoring a 245 on your last couple NBMEs, that ballpark, and you say, should I postpone a month to 2 months to get a 260? That's when I'm generally like, I really don't think we need to have you postpone. Okay, that's where I tend to be more conservative. It's not a hard no. Okay, it's never cookie cutter for any student. There's a time and place as far as when we have a custom plan. If you and I were to be chatting, you're one of my actual students over Skype, there's a time and place for when we can consider changing the date of your exam. But in short recapitulation here, I am very fucking conservative and usually a no when it comes to postponing to get a higher score when you're already scoring pretty well. And I tend to be, when I do agree to a student delaying the exam, it's in a scenario where he or she is just not going to pass. And we say, anything is better than you sitting and failing, okay? We can make this an extended clip, but I'll just wrap it up here. You know the deal. I'm going to continue making more content. If you like my stuff, subscribe to my channel. And I appreciate your time. That's it.